Ladies and gentlemen, it is right now a diplomatically led, economic sanctioned, buttressed effort to try to turn North Korea off this path. Now, what does the future hold? Neither you nor I can say. So there's one thing the U.S. Army can do, and that is you have got to be ready to ensure that we have military options that our president can employ if needed.
Hey guys, how you guys doing? You guys just heard General Mattis with some pretty strong words, reiterating what most American officials have been stating over the past couple months, that this is a diplomatic-led effort, that we're trying to strangle them economically with these sanctions. But, and it's a big but, the military option is still on the table. Over the past couple days, guys, we've been waiting to see if we would see a missile launch or some provocation, but we didn't see one. And I stated in the last video, the reason why we have not seen one over the past 48 hours is because there has been a bunch of rain in North Korea. The weather has just not been conducive to a test. North Korea doesn't test in the rain. All right. The next couple days, the next 48 hours to, next week looks way better. No rain in sight. Some cloud cover, partly cloudy days. So we may see a missile test starting perhaps even tonight, because the weather is subsiding there very fast. Now, we're learning some new things as it pertains to North Korea. Apparently, Great Britain is making war plans. That's including deploying their newest aircraft carrier, the HMS Queen Elizabeth. Trump's set to visit the Korean region this November. He may actually visit the DMZ. We'll have to see. Apparently, just coming out this morning, North Korea last year hacked war plans. Apparently, they hacked some military documentation from South Korea and the United States, which included war plans, just in case a military conflict did break out. And this isn't the only thing that's going on in the world right now, guys. It really isn't. The whole world seems to be on edge. Especially with what we love to talk about on this channel is Turkey, and how in the hell we're still allies with Turkey. Turkey and Saudi Arabia, they're like the friends that you just don't want to have. And Turkey, over the past couple weeks to couple months, they've been really cozying up to Russia, buying different S-400 systems, buying different military hardware. Just overall, just buddying up with Russia. And it seems like Syria now. Iran as well. The U.S. needs some new friends. And we need to kick Turkey out of NATO. Because Turkey's just honestly, they're becoming an Islamic caliphate. Erdogan has supreme power there. That whole region right now is still a boiling point, especially with Israel and Iran right now. Israel, Syria, and Iran are just on the edge of conflict. Iran is still employing different terrorist organizations to hit Israel. And this week we've heard that perhaps Trump's going to scrap the Iranian nuclear deal, which if that happens, North Korea is never going to be brought to the table. Stuff like this it's a ripple effect. All right, globalization at its best. If this deal is scrapped, and I'm not saying it's a great deal for the United States, but the most uneasy peace is better than the most just war. And if this is scrapped, at that point, a war with Iran becomes more likely, especially between Israel and Iran. And a war between the United States and North Korea becomes even more likely, which it is already. We're sending over an aircraft carrier, which is in the region right now. We may be sending a second. We've got nuclear submarines in the area, B-1B bombers. War footing is occurring on both sides. It's getting pretty choppy out there, guys. The whole world seems to be going to hell in a handbasket at this point. And most people aren't awake to it. As more information about this comes out, I'll let you guys know. Have a beer, say a prayer, keep your eyes to the skies.